Okay, folks, our venue announcer Diego de la Paz introducing now the first five for both teams. Let's listen to Diego de la Paz for player introduction.
Let's meet the starters for the ACEN Chargers. Starting at guard number 58, Francis Zadella. Then two guard number 16, Rafael Plaza. At center number 51, Nicolas Del Castillo. The other forward number 27, Sonny Daniel. The other forward number 0, Kiko Almeida. And at the coaches of ACEN Chargers, Stephen Rabanal, assisted by Jeremy Cruz. Our referees for the ball game, Gucci, Obed Arlegi, umpires, Sandra Esteros, and Herbert Santos.
All right, our officials are crew chief Olan Arlegi, Elgar Saros, and Hens Santos. Our final four for both teams for the MPTC Express, we have Baguno, Eliamil, Solis, Dolatre, and Barrett, head coached by Adonis Tierra. For the ACEN Chargers, we have Velhagen, Blaza, Dayo, Nadella, and Del Castillo. Steven Rabanal is the head coach for ACEN Chargers. It is a three-pointer, the first basket by Eliamil. Atin sa inyo ng San Miguel Global Power. Mentis dyan si Blaza on the first attempt by the ACEN Chargers. Let's see if MPTC Express can break out from the slump. A very close loss from last time out. Let's see if makakabawi sila dito. Here's Dolatre from the corner. La long two. It's off. And that's going to be foul. 2 free throws will be given by Barrett.
Pushing from ACEN Chargers number 0, Kiko Almeida. That's his first team foul number 1. Shooting through for MPTC Express, Genesis Barrett.
All right, Velhagen will be called for his first foul for the ACEN Chargers. And 2 free throws missed for Barrett for MPTC Express. Alam niyo po si Adonis Tierra is a long-time coach na Meralco Ball since the inception in 2011. And then nung nagkaroon ng NLEX Warriors, nalipat siya as assistant coach ni Boyd Fernandez. And we have a foul. But prior to that, he is a assistant coach of Santa Lucia Realtors. His mentor is Nat Canson. And of course, yung kanyang former boss, si Robles, at din si Buddy and Cardano. You can see the long tenure of Coach Adonis Sierra. He worked as he played and worked for the Philippine Basketball Association since 1985. It's already his 40th year in the PBA. How about that? So congratulations kay Coach Adonis Tierra. Alam niyo, nakakataba ng pusos na isang coach mula nung pagkabata hanggang sa pagtanda, basketball talaga. Yun yung sinasabi ko lagi, no? Basketball is life. No? Wala pa pong score dito ang ACEN Chargers. They're looking for the very first field goal. 8:41 remaining sa ating quarter number 1. Kanina, higpit ang laban between the OP, Office of the President, PLDT. Naig po ang OP by more or less 6 points early in the first game. That's a miss up on best player. That's a nice pass. So Sunny Diao hits the first ledger on the scoreboard for ACEN. Here comes Solis. Barrett from the corner. Shot clock at 10. Cross-court pass to Solis. Shot clock at 7. Puts it up from 18. It's short. Fast break for ACEN. But on the safety job, Solis intercepts that pass. From the corner, Eliam in his favorite spot. Nakarangan. Inabas muna kay Solis. Have a lot of time on the shot clock. 12 seconds. Here's Dolatre, the executive base, Eliamil. Baguno puts it up. Benedict Baguno. Hindi ko alam po yung anak niyang si Aaron Baguno na naglaro sa FPU. Anak niya ba yun? Hindi ko natanong. No? 6'2". Lamang po dito ang MPTC. The Express fast break. Let's see if they can bruise by. Yes, sir. That's what you call express fast break. And of course, MPTC, the Metro Pacific Tollways. They have a lot of tollways on the country. Of course, yung pinaka-latest dyan, yung Calax, yung Cavite Laguna Expressway. As we see this 3-point bomb. That Del Castillo 3-point bomb is hatid sa inyo San Miguel Global Power and Solis with a swift retaliation. Hagen. Here comes a miss by Dayao, Sunny Dayao. Hindi na makuha ni Dolatre. Alam na nung bata ko, para sinasabi niya, alam na nung bata ko, kaya ko yan pero I'm already 50 plus. Nako, hindi na ako makayuko. Just kidding. 10-5 is the count. 6:25 remaining. The lob pass inside. That is an interception by Barrett. And here comes Elia Mill. Elia Mill will finish. With an expert start of MPTC Express. They're leading by 7, 12-5. It's a timeout by ACEN. Alright, nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Meralco Gym, Pasig City sa pagpapatuloy ng inyong ikatlong season ng Makabansa Basketball League. My name is Ryan Paro. Hatid sa inyo ng Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, San Miguel Global Power, First Philec, MGen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart. Elia Mill on the fast break. He will challenge Verhagen. Much taller defender on him. Wisely, he will set the table for the Express. Leading by 7. Here's Dolatre. That's a long 2. He didn't make it. Not touching the iron. Hagen with a German fast break. Naku. Masyado maiksi ang tira. But he is very tenacious off the boards. You can call it whatever you need, whether it's Velhagen or Velhagen. He's averaging a double-double, 22 points, 10 rebounds per game. Pass to the Latre. Here comes Baguno. And Baguno fails. Time for the halfway point, 5 minutes. Velhagen. Back-to-back field goals for Kiko. The lead is down to 9. 4-0 run there by ACEN Chargers. Coach Donistera will dispatch someone on the scores table. Here's Solis. Crossover. Solis on a tight bind. He almost made the shot against 4 defenders. Hagen very careful on his dribble because Solis always wants to strip the ball on top of him. It's a mismatch. Hagen will use brute power. The drop pass. Here's the up fake. Oh! Daya with the delivery. It's a 3-point play opportunity. Lepo Manta and Pangilinan will check in for MPTC. Elia Mill with a good account of himself. And he will be given a rest by Coach Adonis. Daya with a bonus free throw. The score now is 12-11. This can be equalized. No, he don't. Still a 1-point lead for MPTC. Time down to 4 minutes and 15, quarter number 1. On this double-header Tuesday. Solis. Swing it out on the right side. Dolatre. Pangilinan. Kick out pass. Solis for 3. It's good!
Jay Solis, 3 puntos.
It is a 3-pointer. By Solis, as described by Diego de la Paz in Spanish. 3 puntos. 3:47, quarter number 1. Del Castillo. Picked by Daya. Here's a 3-pointer. That's short. Battle for the rebound. Pangilinan. Now another express fast break. Big. Solis on a hop. A step. Yes!
Jay Solis.
That's what you call killer crossover plus Pinoy step. Solis on a complete package, wide array of fast break. A missed 3-pointer. Dulate with the rebound. And it will be a substitution. Sal Balayon will check in. And he will play Sunny Dayo. Shot clock at 12 seconds. And that's one of the highlights that we have in this Tuesday broadcast. So that's Solis move. Here's Belhagen. Another mismatch. There's a double team. Almost an interception. Sal Balayon. Introducing himself into harness with an inside foray. 3 minutes to play, 17-13 MPTC. Dolatre now to Pangilinan, top of the QO area. There's a pick provided by Brett Pumata. Here comes Pangilinan, launches and misses, and Barrett holds someone with a foul.
MPTC Express number 25. Genesis Barrett, that's his first 16 foul for 3.
Alright, Barrett will be getting his first 3 team fouls for the Express and only 1 for the Chargers. 2:45, quarter number 1. Sal Balayon. Pick provided by Belhagen. On the left wing. Touch passing. Belhagen. Once he's inside, it's hard to stop. He already has 6 points. Repo Mata almost traveled. Right down the base. Here's the latte for a 3. It's almost there. It just refuses to stay down. Sal Balayon on the break. Against Pangilinan, not to Belhagen. Back to Sal Balayon. Challenge against 2 defenders. And Sal Balayon defies them both. 17 all. Deadlock. Exactly 2 minutes left. Here comes Solis from the corner. Solis wrap-on pass to Balit to Latte. Back to Solis. Solis against 3 defenders. He didn't get it. Now a chance for ACEN Chargers to take the lead for the first time. Belhagen very careful and dribbles, trips, slips on the floor, and here comes Pangilinan with the heist. Here's Barrett. He will try a trifecta. It's good! Now Barrett is a dead shot despite the fact of his weight and his size. He can really shoot. Reminds me of Chito Loizaga. Here's Sal Balayon with a cross against 2 defenders. Oh, he hit to the face. Bangs on Barrett, and Pangilinan will take his stand. Pangilinan with the basket. There is a 5-point lead for the MPTC Express. 22-17. A minute to play in the quarter number 1. Sal Balayon needs to be careful. He's checking his jaw. Sal Balayon puts it up. It's in. A close first quarter, not expectedly, because we expect MPTC can soar, but really ACEN Chargers in thick of a fight. That is a foul almost made. It will be 2 free throws. Elia Mill and Bautista will check in for the blue shirts. Ladia will check in and replaced by Blaza. Repomata will shoot 2. Missed the first. Well, as a team, MPTC Express is shooting close to 65%. So that's the thing that they need to improve on. But hey, they continue to soar. 22-19. Ooh, a bunch play broken up by Eliamir. Here comes the 2-on-2 fast break. Pangilinan will use his quickness. Eliamir from the corner. Couldn't spot up. Instead, he will drop it out to Pangilinan. Good anticipation. by ACEN Chargers. But Repromata says, let me take care of that. He got that counter steal. And Eliamin says, let's slow down. Alan Gregorio, Coach Alan is now in harness, using his leadership. The savvy, the passing. And here comes a tight by Repromata fails. 2 seconds to play. And that might be it for first quarter. 22-19. It is a 3-point advantage for the Metro Pacific Tollways. This is the Bakabansa Basketball League Season 3. We'll be right back for the second quarter. So they have that slogan at the back of their uniforms: moving people, transforming communities. And let's check the five of the floor for both teams. For ASEN, we have Belhagen, Ladiao, Nordela, Salvaleon, and Del Castillo. We have a five on the backcourt. Now for MPTC, we have Coach Alan Gregorio, Pangilinan, Eliamil. We also have Bautista and Repomanta. Not Repomanta, I'm sorry. It's Repomanta. Good evening, folks. My name is Ryan Parra, coming to you live and direct from the Miracle Gym in Pasig City, together with, of course, our radio announcer for tonight, Mr. Big Bang Boom, Jacob de la Paz, and the whole KOTC production team. We're now approaching the end of eliminations. It will end next week, next Tuesday. Here's Pangilinan with a drive. Kick out pass to Coach Alan. Shot clock at 2. They need to put it up now. Great double teaming defense to Coach Alan as the shot clock expires for MPTC. That's what you call well-coordinated defense by the Chargers of ACEN. Here comes the Chargers. Belhagen continues to soar. Kiko with 8 points. Top scoring for the Chargers. A minute old in this quarter number 2. Here's Pangilinan, Coach Alan Gregorio. Perfectly open. He might take his jump shot. Here it is. Nonchalantly taking it and almost making it. You can see the good say, sayang, pasok na sana. Here's Belhagen. Oh, good strip job by Coach Alan. From the baseline, kick out pass to Belhagen. Here's San Juan. Swing it over to the right wing. Shot clock at 9. Here comes Ladiao. Ladiao double teaming defense. The hand up, intercepted by Eliamil. Eliamil is going to be 2-on-3 fast break. He will challenge Belhagen. Yes, sir! That's what the talent of Joel Eliamil can do. He's already got 7 points. 3-point bomb. No explosion. Battle for the rebound is Bautista. Here comes Joel Eliamil again. This time 5 players trail on defense, and let's settle down for half-court offense. Coach Allen serving the floor. Goes left. Eliamil momentarily open. Drives down the baseline. Puts it up an 18-footer. Can't book it. Battle for the rebound. Belhagen. Belhagen bits it down court for ACEN. On the right wing. Belhagen with a lob. Ball interception. Great interception for MPTC. And here comes the Express. Pangilinan! What a nothing run by the Express that time. Ups the lead back to 5 points, 26-21. 7:35 remaining in the second quarter. It is a mismatch between Belhagen and Coach Alan Gregorio. It is what you call youth versus experience. Belhagen frontal assault. Hammered by Bautista, and Belhagen might take 2 free throws. Will he? It is. Okay, it is my cue to thank the sponsors of the Season 3 of Makabansa Basketball League, Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, San Miguel Global Power, First Reelect, MGen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart. Alright, we have a two-man substitution for the red shirts for ACEN. We have Arejola and Varela. I think he's one of the brothers of team manager Eric Arejola, no? Halos magkamukha sila. Eliamil, libre. Mula sa pasa ni Coach Alan. Credit that assist to Coach Alan Gregorio. Eliamil suddenly in double figures with 10 points. 29-22. 7-point lead for MPTC. Time down to 7 minutes and counting. Here comes a 3-point bomb. No explosion there for the red shirts. And Repomanta gives it up to Pangilinan. Pangilinan will challenge two defenders. Here it comes. Eliamil for 3 from the corner. He does! A great first half again for Eliamil. Already got 13 points. Leading all scorers. In vain on that particular jump shot. Pangilinan once again, another express fast break. Coach Ala with a handoff. Back to Pangilinan. Wisely waits for their teammates. Eliamil from the left wing. He will not shoot. That's far out. Although that's his range, there's a double team. Coach Alan with a drive. Sneak in move by Coach Alan. A heavy and tight by Coach Alan delivers the leadership and the stamina. Timeout by ACEN.
This is one of the top basketball league season 3 of MPTC, presented by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power.
Anim na tira ni boss.
Entering the ball game for MPTC Express, number 25, Genesis Ballard.
Folks, these are the moments of our lives as a sports fan, as a broadcaster, that we can really savor. How about that shot by Coach Allen? With just about 6 on the shot clock, drives through and goes for a semi-runner. And now the Express getting their bearings in the first half. However, a turnover by Barrett as Pangilinan couldn't take control of the letter. But more importantly for MPTC Express, they have established a double-digit spread on this juncture, 34-22. 5:45 to play in the first half, mga kaibigan. Mula po dito sa Pasig City, ako po ay inyong tagapagbalita dito sa ating Makabansa Basketball League, Ryan Pajaro. From the base, a rejection by Repomanta. Here comes Pangilinan. Pangilinan will slowly and surely, all the 5 on the floor are in place. Here's Barrett at the high post. Pangilinan top of the key area. Here's Eliamil on the left wing. Barrett now at low post. Shaka at 9. There's a double team. Eliamil will fire from 3-point region. Bullseye! It's really a 1-2-3 Express. They are on a scoring bench. 11-0 run. And a steal by Eliamil. Another Express pass break. Pangilinan can finish this one. That's going to be a foul. Boy, what an Express first half they have, huh? Well-deserved rest for Coach Alan Gregorio. Playing God's basketball. He is indeed the captain of the ship, one of the executives of MPTC. When Coach Alan enters the floor earlier, it is just a 2 or 3 point lead, and suddenly they are now up by 15, just like that. And we have a foul on Barrett. You can see the efficiency plus minus. A plus 12 for Coach Allen. And likewise, Pangilinan. This backcourt duo really paying off. Paying off handsomely with a 15-point advantage of MPTC. 37-22. Under 5 minutes to play. Halfway point of the second quarter, folks. Hope you join you with us of the Tuesday basketball. God willing, on Thursday, we'll see you again for another doubleheader. In the same venue, another 3-point shot for Des Castillo. Not there. Put back by Salva Leon. A saving grace there for ACEN. Salva Leon finally stopped the bleeding for ACEN Chargers of this magical one by ACEN. Magical one by MPTC, I should say. So, tingnan natin kung makaka-dire-diretso na dito ang ACEN o tuloy-tuloy ang latsada ng Express Eliamel. 3-point bomb. Explosion! 18 first half points for Eliamel. Swift retaliation for Salva Leon, who has 8 points. 40-26, 14-point lead for MPTC Express. They are in a group tonight. They're getting their rhythm. Speaking of rhythm, I would like to invite you for the 3-day workshop. Just a few spots left for the Masterclass PH Basic Broadcasting Workshop hosted by Noel Zarate and the other speakers. It will be at the SGS Foundation in Araneta Avenue, Quezon City, May 16 to 18. Contact Masterclass PH on Facebook and also contact Noel Zarate also on Facebook. Make it count for you. Eliamel on a scoring bench, and here comes the frontal assault to the basket by Repo Manta. It didn't pay off. We are pushing the 3-minute mark of this first semester. Here's Arejola. He is Mike Arejola. I think he's his brother, no? Younger brother. Mas matanda ng konti si Eric. Salva Leon from 3-point country now. Nilapit. It is a 17-footer. He just booked it. And Coach Adonis Terra will give his troops for MPTC Express the rest. We have a ceasefire. Alright, back to basketball action, of course. Player profile for MPTC, Coach Alan Gregorio. He has a 24-year or 25-year sports broadcasting experience. Started way back in 2000. One of the commentators at NCAA from PT4 and then going to ABS-CBN for years with Bill Velasco. And after that, he's now currently one of the commentators for PBA Rush on One Sports, and of course an executive for the executive to the board for the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation, or under the MVP group of companies. That's a profile for you for Coach Alan Gregorio. Salva Leon shot rejected by Eliamel, so he can play two sides of the coin, one offensive, one defensive, and look at Solis! It's like backtracking. He can move forward, he can go backward in every conceivable angle. Everybody contributed immensely for MPTC. Solis for the free throw area. That's the only Waterloo as a team. They're shooting 50% tonight. I'll give you some stats later in the first half. 41-28 is the count. The lead is 13. Bakers doesn't. We still have 2 minutes and 25 to go, pushing to 2-minute mark of the first half. Here's Salva Leon for the Chargers. Lobos play Belhagen. That's a marquee matchup against Eliamel. There's a double team comes. Swiftly to Arejola. In vain. Rebound Barrett. Barrett to Eliamel once again. Carrying the load for the Express as far as scoring is concerned. Here's Solis, top of the key. Pick provided by Baguno. Here's a 3-point shot. On its way. It's long. Rebound. Solis. There's a foul. And it will be 2 free throws. Campos also in the game. Of course, siguro explain natin sa mga viewers ano yung MPTC kasi Metro Pacific Tollways. So sila yung private corporation na nag-own and also operate the tollways under syempre sa Philippine National Construction Corporation o Toll Regulatory Board. Karamihan ng kanilang mga expressways, yung CALAX, yung latest, yung Cavite Laguna Expressway, meron din silang sa Cebu, yung Cebu Cordova Link Expressway. Meron ding ongoing construction ng Northeast Luzon Expressway, of course, NLEX, North Luzon Expressway. Kasama na dyan sa PBA, yung NLEX wires. Yung other 2 minutes sa ating first half, kasama na rin dyan ang SC-TEX, yung Subic Clark Tarlac Expressway. At ano pa ba? Meron tayong Cavitex, yung Manila Cavite Expressway. Those are some of the expressways handled by the Metro Pacific Tollways. Solis with a stick back. How many points Solis has? He already has 10 points. Another player for MPTC in double figures. 45-28. Here comes Salva Leon. Great defensive stand by Solis. Eliamel with the interception. Eliamel brings it up court. Looking left, looking right. Fire 3-pointer right wing. Not there. Rebound controlled by Maguno. Fresh 14 for the White Shirts. Eliamel receives the pass. Here comes Barrett. Barrett squared off for the 3. Not on that spot. Still can't buy. Here's Belhagen, the German Charger. Here's Belhagen. Will charges through. Yun, pag tumayo na sabihan ni Ome, pag tumayo na si Coach Adonis Sierra, automatic timeout yun. Kaya timeout tayo.
This is the basketball league season 3 MPTC, presented by MPTC Investments and San Miguel Global Power. Sponsored by First Philippine Electric Corporation.
We're down to the final 40 seconds of this first half, and so far it has been controlled by the Express of MPTC 45-30. On the play, Barrett at low post. They quickly swift to Solis drive against 3 defenders. Here's Baguno. Now, one of the executives, that's Campos. Baguno fails to deliver from 3-point range. And here comes Chargers. Charging to the fast break, it's Belhagen. 13 points for Belhagen, together with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Final 7 seconds before we call it a half. One last shot attempt. Down to 3 seconds. Here's Campos for 3. Good! Ho-ho-ho! How about that? How about that? To add a 3-pointer, the Express has surged at 16-point advantage, 48-32. What a first half. Second half is coming up. And you're watching Makabansa Basketball League. Be back in 5 minutes.
The largest single-site solar project and battery energy storage system in the world rises in the Philippines.
Proud Bulakenya ako. Mas proud ngayon kasi makikilala kami sa buong mundo dahil sa Terra Solar. Bukod dyan ay dadami ang trabaho at lalago ang negosyo dito sa amin.
The technology we are deploying here is cutting edge, ensuring a more reliable energy system for the Philippines.
Terra Solar is more than just a power project. It is our commitment to a greener and sustainable future. We aim to provide a substantial percentage of the Philippines' energy needs, which will offset carbon dioxide emissions by 4.3 million tons annually.
We are building on the hopes and dreams of the communities we serve. Terra Solar is a beacon of progress, showing the world that the Philippines is taking bold steps in the clean energy revolution.
In a world where change is constant and can drastically impact the lives of people around you, knowledge and innovation are the most valuable assets. Being in the service of the Filipino people, we at first feel are bound to our commitment to provide world-class transformer solutions to our customers. For over 45 years, we have been the premier solutions provider to the country's power utilities, commercial and industrial businesses. And we have grown to be the largest manufacturer of amorphous transformers in Southeast Asia. As we commit to perfection, we constantly engage our customers and anticipate their developing needs. We keep in touch with customers to address their current and emerging pain points, until everything we do enhances the life it touches. As a result, we have innovated our transformers to consistently meet industry standards at the lowest total owning cost. Armed with a fixed menu and a wide range of solutions offering, we are able to customize our approach to varied clients in the utility, property, commercial and industrial sectors. Our commitment for service excellence comes from the desire to make a positive difference in the lives of everyone around us. Our wide presence in the country attests to the quality of service we provide. Meeting customer needs is the heart of our business. We offer a wide array of services, from the supply of pole-type and pad-mounted transformer solutions to packaging substations and switchgears. Our compact substations can be mobile capable, plug-and-play and expandable. It aids customers in minimizing operational downtime. We provide service options that go beyond the mere one-time supply, and we integrate offers with worry-free services.
MPTC Express.
Alright, folks, we welcome you to the third period. And of course, you're coming to you live and direct from Pasig City. This is the Barangay Gym. And later on, I'll also promote some valuable action of the UNTV Volleyball League. But first, let's have the halftime stats between these two teams. For the MPTC, they shoot a whopping 50%, 18 of 36, as compared to ACEN's 15 of 34. 3-point shots, a big disparity. MPTC had rated 8 triples, 8 of 15, as only compared to just 1 for ACEN, 1 out of 10. What else do we have here? Steals, big disparity. Steals, MPTC, we had 13 steals and only 1 for ACEN. Finally, we have the points to the paint, 24 for ACEN and MPTC only 18. Let's take a look at the leading scores after first half. For the MPTC Express, we have Elia Mill with 21, Solis with 12, and only 4 for Barrett. For the ACEN Chargers, 13 points for Belhagen, 12 for Salva Leon, and 4 for Dayal. Let's check the 5 on the floor as we see Belhagen with a 3-point play opportunity. Johnny Belhagen, we have Aleta, San Juan, Nadella, and Del Castillo. For the MPTC Express, we have Baguno, Lopez, Eljamil, Solis, and Barrett. Kigo Belhagen completes a 3-point play. He's already have 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. 48-35, a minute all in this third frame. You're still watching the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. My name is Ryan Potter, your commentator for tonight. Barrett with a nice turnaround. For 50-35, it is a 15-point advantage. Now, for the UNTV Volleyball League tomorrow, we have these 3 games. We have BFP versus PhilHealth. We have PNP versus AFP. And third game will be DENR versus DFA. Those are the 3 games at Paco Arena. Seb Sarmenta will be joining by Rina Villamor in the first game, and to as Barrett scores underneath. Back-to-back baskets for Barrett. The score is 52-37. Also, I also covered the league earlier, the National Developmental Sports League opening day at the Met Park, Pasay City. 3-point bomb. Belhagen is on the scoring spree. 5 straight points in the third quarter, or maybe 7. The lead is down to 12. Let's see if ACEN Chargers will charge into the second half. Bagono fails. Belhagen rebounds. Dun sa liga na yan, yung NDSL, ang commentators doon ay si Choro Pangilinan and Bill Velasco. Oh! Look at this. 10 of the 16 points of Belhagen occurred in this quarter. Let's see if MPTC can answer. Belhagen now with his 7th rebound. Aleta waits for his teammates. Aleta travels. No, it's a dribbling violation. So Bautista back in harness. He will play Barrett. Both of them are executives. 52-43. The lead is 9 points now. It's just a single digit. The lob pass to Bautista. Bautista underneath. He didn't score. Rebound control by the red shirts of ACEN. Aleta will challenge Solis. Aleta on a tight line. Good defensive stance by Solis. San Juan, top of the keyhole area. Kick out pass. Belhagen, who has the hot hand. Now it's a heat check. Finding back in harness for the white shirts. The shot clock is now 10 seconds for ACEN to put up an attempt on the goal. The lead is 9 points, 6:26 to go in the third period. Here's Velhagen at low post. There's a double team counts. Ball almost intercepted. Velhagen takes it right back to the shot clock. Velhagen throws it up and in at the buzzer. 12 points already for Velhagen in the second half of the 18 Solis. It is nullified because it is a charging foul on Solis.
Offensive foul on MPTC Express number 14, Jay Solis. That's his second, team foul number 2.
So all of a sudden, ACEN Chargers storming back to just 7 points down, 45-52. Forthcoming timeout for Coach Adonis Terra should the Chargers scores this one. Here comes Saleta from three-point country. He almost made it. Rebound controlled by the white shirts. Here comes El Jamil for the fast breaking Pangilinan. He lost it, but there's Bagun on the third trail. Pangilinan scoops it up to a miss. Del Castillo brings it up court on the right wing. Challenge Solis. The hawk pass to San Juan. Oh! Suddenly a 14-6 run by ACEN. Timeout by MPTC. Alright, back to live action here at the Meralco Gym, Pasig City. Just when you thought that MPTC Express have a surging first half, now ACEN on the counter-attack mode. They just win in 5, 47-52. 2 more times remaining for MPTC. ACEN has 3 more, and here comes Pangilinan, brings it up court for the white shirts. Solis on the left wing, bounce pass to Bautista, drops it out to Bagudo. Last touch by the Chargers.
14 seconds on the shot clock for MPTC Express.
The shot clock is at 14 seconds. Inbound by Bautista. From the quarter. Here comes Solis. Pangilinan. Bautista, power play. It's good.
Basket counts for Alejandro Bautista. ACEN Chargers number 33, Francis Mandela. That's his third.
Alright. Alright, Nadella with a foul. That's the third personal. And Bautista completes a 3-point play. Bautista only averaging a point per game. The lead now is back to 8. San Juan with a 3. That's short. Rebound Baguno. There's Pangilinan. Brings it up court for MPTC. Now to Solis. The 2 quickest guys for the Express. Now collaborating each other. There's Pangilinan back to Solis. Solis sings it out to Baguno. On the left wing, Solis with an up fake. Solis on the free throw area. Book it.
Jay Solis.
Where they got 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, averaging 18 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. A complete package. One of the box stoppers for the Express. 57-47, back to a 10-point lead. Almost an error there, but there's no hard-working Velhagen. Just comes to grief on that attempt. Got a fast break, Pangilinan can't deliver, rebounds on 1. Here's Velhagen, already got 24 points. Velhagen, frontalas to the basket, didn't pay up, but he gets a contact.
Foul on MPTC Express number 33, Alejandro Bautista. That's his second.
Alright, this is the first appearance of Patapat. Salva Leon is also the sixth man for the Chargers.
Team followed with 3 on MPTC Express.
Kiko Belhagen will shoot 2 free throws. I call him the German Charger because his Belhagen, it sounds like a German to me. And he's productive tonight. I apologize folks, di pala ako narinig. Sorry about that. Nahugot yung isang kordon doon. Like what I said a while ago, Belhagen now has a total of 32 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, just a shade for double-double for Belhagen. 7.5 remaining in the final quarter. Solis from the baseline puts it up. He will take 2. Solis, you know, he can really jump on his wings, no? And with the balance.
Foul on ACEN Strikers number 0, kicking off Belhagen. That's his second. Team foul number 3. Shooting 2 for MPTC Express.
It's very easy to compare the performance of Eliamil and Solis. Eliamil, scoring-wise, he does that, but Solis can do everything. So far, Solis has a total of 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's now the prime candidate for the Player of the Game honors for MPTC should they win tonight. And this will be the final game of elimination. If they'll not 3-2, then they will finish the elimination of 4-2 should they win the drop. And they're gonna wait for the rest of the teams. Remember, this is the bracket B. Earlier it's the bracket A. On this bracket B, all of the 7 teams in one bracket, only 4 will advance to the quarterfinal. It is the playoff picture will be as follows. On both brackets, the top 4 teams will advance to the quarterfinals, and then it will be a crossover quarterfinals. Oh, look at Eliamil. Stayed by Pangilinan. And for the quarterfinals, that's it could be a knockout, and then knockout in the semis, and knockout in the finals. And we'll also have a battle for a third. 3 on the shot clock, and it's a turnover.
Entering the ballgame for ACEN Strikers number 8, Mike Anahola, replacing Louis Sesco.
You know, strange things happen even in the NBA. Once in the third quarter, we have a 24 lead. That lead is not safe. Even in this juncture, as MPTC leads by 13, it will be easily wiped out if ACEN will be dead serious on this comeback. Arejola with an up fake. He puts it up. It's out. Rebound control by the white shirts. Pangilinan and Eliamil on the fast lane. That is an express finish. It's 27 points for Eliamil. 3-point shot for Salva Leon. That is a miss. Rebound controlled by the white shirts. Eliamil once again. Bounce pass. Pangilinan. Here's Baguno. Spins. Kick out from the corner. Eliamil will wait. Shot clock at 14. They're leading by 15. 76-61. At 3 by Solis. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for Solis. 79-61. Here's Belhagen, 3-pointer. Nope. Rebound. It's still the Redshirts. The cut by Del Castillo. Belhagen cleans it up. 35 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Lead is 16. 79-63. Halfway point of the final quarter. 5 minutes. Pangilinan. Here's Baguno. Inside pass intercepted there by Dareda. And here comes Salva Leon on the finish. Coach Adonis Tierra will talk things over. That is 14 and they will call timeout. Okay, this will be the close-out game of MPTC on the elimination. Should they win tonight, they're gonna improve. They're gonna finish the elimination round of 4 wins and 2 losses. 79-65. That's a good pass by Barito Bautista. The two bigs collaborating each other. They are leading by 16, 81, 65. Salva Leon for 3. No. Barrett controls the board. Adamel in his usual set, looking for his 30th mark. Backstopping him is Solis, who had a fine game tonight. And there's a backward violation by Solis. And so far, Solis now has a total of 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. So we can safely say that Solis will be the prime candidate for player of the game honors, as we see this mop man mops the floor. ACEN charges, and Chargers will have 14 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Easy interception by Bautista. Eliamil for his 31 point. 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists for Eliamil. 83-65 for MPTC. Here's Arejola. Salva Leon. Shot clock at 8. Here's Arejola. The bounce pass. Shot clock at 4. Arejola with a long 2. It doesn't make it. An easy rebounder by Barrett. Solis, like what I said earlier, prime candidate for best player of the game honors for his all-around performance. Shot clock at 8. Interception by Salva Leon. He will challenge Solis. Salva Leon will drive. Salva Leon with a bump. Kick out pass. Velhagen, 3-pointer. It's out. Rebound. Velhagen. Oh no. Solis rather will be the last touch. And the Chargers will get the ball back. Benedict Baguno checks in for Bautista. Pump fake there by Velhagen. The handoff to Del Castillo. Velhagen with offensive rebound. Power play. Too much muscle behind it. 2:45 to play. 3-on-2 break. Here comes the shot by Dulatre. And a rebound by Arejola. Pick up the loose change. And we have the Red Chargers fast break. Velhagen. 37 points, 10 rebounds. Double-double now for Kiko Velhagen. As we approach this last 2 minutes, it looks like the MPTC Express on its way to their 4th win in 6 outings. LML once again. It's a 3-pointer. It's out. Rebound. It's going to be a foul on Solis.
Foul on MPTC Express number 14, J. Solis, that's his 4th. Team foul number 3. Entering the ball game for MPTC Express number 11, for J. Solis.
Alright, we're down to the last 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes!
This last 2 minutes is brought to you by Meralco. Liwanag na bukas. The shot by Velhagen, no. Del Castillo, no. Rebound controlled by Eliamil. Eliamil with a cross. It's going to be a foul on Arejola.
Foul on ACEN Chargers number 8. Mike Arejola, that's his 4th. Team foul number 4.
Well, reserve rest for Eliamil, but my choice for the best player honors will be Solis. Coach Alan Igo is back and he turns the ball over, and Velhagen will just score this one, and he will get his career high of 39 points and 11 boards on a losing course. 83-69 with a min 25. Coach Allen. Here comes Baguno. Here's the shot that was almost made again by Campos. He made one earlier in the first half. And almost made it again. Velhagen for his 23rd point. A minute and 5 to go in the ball game. Here's Barrett. Barrett against Sabalion. That's a mismatch. Kick out. Here's the drive. Campos. Bounce pass. Oh. Rolatre lost it. Velhagen once again. He will challenge Coach Allen. Let's see. A 3-pointer. It's out. Rebound Coach Allen. 44 seconds. Baguno. Okay. Here it comes. 3-pointer. It's good! Campos! Oh, he has having a good field day tonight. Campos with 6 points, and he's shooting 50% from the field. How about that? 86-71. MPTC is on the verge of winning. Barrett drops it off to Latre. 15 seconds to play. Alright, that's it. Our final score, 86-71. The winner is Metro Pacific Tollways, and our best player of the game is none other than Solis. Solis with a fine performance with a total of 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Almost a triple-double, although LML was the top scorer of 31 points. So, in behalf of all the men and women of the Kings of the Court Productions of the Pagkabansa Basketball League, we're just a few games away for the playoffs. Of course, in behalf of our venue announcer, Diego de la Paz, and all the hard-working men and women, my name is Juan Amparo, saying sports is live. Always use this for the glory of God. This has been the presentation of Pagkabansa Basketball League Season 3 and a production of Kings of the Court Productions. From Pasig City, Philippines, the venue is the Meralco Fitness Center. Thank you so much for watching. Mabuhay Pilipinas, and to God be the glory!